Hey guys, so in this tutorial we will learn how to create this kind of product, and this one is a bit more complex. You see that we combine a CAD geometry together with 3D scan, and also parametrically we can configure this table, so we can choose how many legs do we want, and you see that this will affect the pricing. And you can also then change few other things like the height with the slider like that, so you can make it smaller, or you can also increase the thickness of those legs. And this is serving just purely as an example, right? So we don't imply that this table is realistic or whatnot. Yeah, it's more to illustrate how more complex things can be set up with our application. And also important thing to note is that you see when we click the variance, the price updates, but when you change the height, for example, the value remains the same. But if you click add to cart, you'll see that both the height and the leg thickness are also implied, so you will know that your buyer did configure your product to these parameters. So these line items are standard inputs from Shopify that allow you to add additional customization to your products. And if you would like to build complex forms for your products that affect the pricing, you probably will need to look into some additional applications that can do that, and then try to also integrate 3D Bits app with it. So most of the stuff that affects the price, I would advise to simply design through the variance as those numbers of legs, and the rest that you just want to allow your users to customize, you will use line items for it. So let's get started, and let's build this product out and see how it was made. So first thing that we will do is we will add a new product. We'll call it table, and we'll say that this is table with the palm tree. Let's hit save. So the first thing that we will do is we will add variants. So first let's hit create custom, and then let's say that we will call it number of legs, and let's add few values for it. As we saw in the example, we add 10, 20, 30 and 40. So let's hit done. And now 10 legs will cost 1,200 euros. We have 10 tables available. 20 cost 2,400 euros. We have 20 available. This will cost 3,600 euros. And we have 15 available or something. And this one will cost you 4,800. And we have 4 available. Okay, let's hit save. So now what we don't yet have is something in the template. So first let's apply the template for 3D Bits app, and let's hit view template. So what we lack is something called custom liquid block, and let's include it. It's a block that will allow you to add some customizations to your form, and we will place it next to variant picker because it will include those height sliders and the thickness slider for the legs. What we will also need is, so what we will do is we will go to this tutorial page on BitBYBIT.dev platform, where you see that we have the tutorial that also discusses this same product, and this video will be placed in this tutorial later on. Basically what we want to do is create a custom liquid form, and we will need later on to add this metafield that we'll call it like this. But for now we will copy this code here and we will paste it here. So there happens some magic which will pass the variable for product form ID to your custom liquid inputs so that everything works correctly. And you see that we use here metafields custom liquid custom line items. This is a metafield that we will need to create now. And this is going to be a place where we will add a form description of those inputs that we don't yet have here on the page. So let's go back to our themes page. Let's hit settings. Let's go to custom data. Let's go here and we will add a new definition. And I mentioned that we will need to call it like this. So liquid custom line items. This is what you will also need to use if you want this to work. So let's do this. And here you can add any name you want. So line items, for example. Let's hit save. Oh yeah, we need to select the type, and that will be a multi-line text. We can save that as well. Okay, so now we've created our meta field, and they are linked by default already. So we can go to our product. So let's go back. Let's go to the products page. Let's go to the table. And now we have our line items here. And what we need to do is go into this tutorial page, check out this code, and we will just copy that and paste it into this line items input. Let's hit save. Okay, so now that we've done it, let's just head back to our template. Let's see if we really saved the custom liquid code here. We didn't, so let's do this once more. Like, let's copy this code. Let's go here, let's paste it, and let's hit save. And if we do that, you see that now this value that we added gets picked up and it will react correctly. So you see also if you go here, preview, yeah, now this sort of works, right? And we need to hit add to cart to really see all those options. So we don't yet have, the picture on the left, we don't have anything, but we do have a form. The variants react to the price, and we can buy this product correctly. So this is a standard Shopify way to create line items and also combine that with variants. And there's nothing crazy going on here. Basically, if you read the code that we provide in this tutorial, you'll see that we have some styling for those sliders. We use some IDs and some JavaScript to make it all work. But this is also what you would need to do if you just want to customize your Shopify product through some additional forms. Okay, so that is clear, I think. So the other thing that we will need to do is we will need to look into this tutorial page, and we will hit enter to enter this 3D environment of the script, and you can also run it. So let's hit run here. Okay, so this embedded canvas produced us a 3D table, and what we will do is, of course, we can inspect the code. We can check that we have the runner input value called number of legs. So this will pick up the variant for us, right? And this might be familiar to you already if you watched how to create this cube and integrate that into Shopify as product. And here we have properties height, input value, right? And properties leg thickness. So this is something that you will also see in here. We have a name for the input range called properties height, and the other one is called properties leg thickness. So 3D Bits app picks those up and it understands that, okay, it needs to pass them along to the script. And what we will do is we will export this script by hitting copy. And this script is quite large already, but let's go back. Let's go into our inline script property here. Let's hit save. So the product was saved. I'll put my head back into a good location. We didn't yet configure the JavaScript and other things here, but we can do it now. So let's make the fonts as empty array. We can provide the target, and let's do something like 30, 40, 30, something like that. Yeah, so JavaScript, for JavaScript, let's go into some other product and pick up the value there. So let's copy paste that into a JavaScript file. Let's hit save. And another thing that we need to do is upload a picture. Okay, done. Let's move it back. Let's now go ahead and preview the product. Okay, so this worked. That's quite nice. We didn't need to do a lot this time. We can also change the number of legs. We can go to 10. You can just drag this to make the table much lower, or make it high. Okay guys, so this time this tutorial went a bit faster than normal, and that's due to the fact that we prepared that script. We just copied it into the right location. And yeah, if you want to really understand how this table was created, just find that tutorial page and analyze the graphical script that we've provided. But I think it's quite important to realize that you just can use these tutorial pages and copy things from there, and yeah, just follow the video tutorials to learn how to do that. And when you need to create your own inputs, your own forms, you can use these snippets as an inspiration to get started. If you're not really into HTML and JavaScript and this is too hard for you, I really suggest you to find either a third-party app that can do custom products. Basically, 3D-Bits app is only responsible for 3D view, right? And we will pick up any values from any inputs that you provide. The only thing is sometimes it's not really clear what are the names of those inputs. So in the situations where you're not sure what the input values are, you can always go into this 3D-Bits JavaScript code here, and just in the beginning, just say console log inputs, hit save, and then if you go to preview, you can wait for it to update. Of course, we should set the camera in a different location. Probably it's a bit too far, but if you hit F12, so you see that we have number of legs as 10, properties height as 1, properties leg thickness as 0.2, and quantity is 1. So we send that to your script. We even pick up the quantity that is here. So if you have another sort of script, just check those inputs there. So if the inputs don't have name attributes, then we will not be able to construct that object correctly. And yeah, that's something that you have to make sure that exists. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let's see each other in the next ones. Cheers.